He said it so casually I almost laughed. "My ex is my maid of honor," he told me, adjusting his cufflinks like the words weren't razor blades. No her, no wedding. I remember the taste of metal in my mouth. It wasn't shock, it was restraint. I smiled, soft, measured. "Then no wedding it is," he blinked. A flicker of confusion, then arrogance. He thought I'd come around. He always thought I'd come around. I didn't. By morning, the venue was canceled. The caterer refunded. The dress returned. I even sent him the invoice for my share. Every penny documented, every cent accounted for. It wasn't rage that drove me, it was precision. And when his precious ex learned he'd be footing the entire bill alone, she ghosted him faster than I could have dreamed. But that was just the beginning. We met 3 years ago at a friend's engagement party. He was magnetic, the kind of man who filled a room without trying. He made everyone feel seen, especially me. I'd been burned before, so his attention felt like sunlight after winter. He was patient, persistent, persuasive. He made me believe in the idea of safe, the kind of love that didn't need to be earned through suffering. He met my parents. My father shook his hand and said, "You've got yourself a good one." I thought so too. The first crack appeared 8 months before the wedding. A text flashed across his phone while he showered. Just a name, Leela, his ex. He'd told me they were civil, that they'd ended amicably. I believed him. I even liked that he could be mature about it. But maturity doesn't call it midnight. It doesn't send inside jokes that end with, "Remember when?" I confronted him once. He laughed it off. "You're overthinking again," he said, cupping my face like I was fragile glass. "You always do that." So I stopped questioning. I started observing. He started staying late at work. The smell of a woman's perfume, floral, not mine, clung to his jacket. His tone softened when he talked about her. Then, one night, he said it. "Leela and I are close again. She understands me." He said it like an apology, but what he meant was, "She's winning." I didn't cry, I didn't scream. I nodded, kissed him goodnight, and made a silent promise. If he wanted to play chess, he'd picked the wrong opponent. The next morning, I started planning. Step 1, secure my assets. The apartment lease was in my name. The wedding fund, joint but easily divided. I moved my share out, citing vendor deposits. He didn't notice. Step 2, information. Leela worked at a boutique PR firm. Their social feeds were public. Their clients, high-end, reputation-sensitive. She was ambitious, which made her predictable. Step 3, exposure. But not the loud kind. No, I preferred silence, the kind that spreads faster than any rumor. I created an anonymous email, polite and professional, addressed to her firm's HR department. Attached were screenshots, her texts to my fiance, sent during work hours, using her company email for personal matters. I added timestamps, message IDs, the whole thing wrapped in a bow of plausible concern. I didn't need to lie. The truth was weapon enough. A week later, she went private on all accounts. He told me she was dealing with stress. I offered sympathy, poured him wine, watched him unravel one glass at a time. By the time he suggested she be his maid of honor, for closure, he said, I realized something beautiful. He had no idea he'd already lost everything. The night I ended it, I played the part, calm, collected. We were at the venue, reviewing final details. He was distracted, texting under the table. I asked who it was. He smiled. Leela, she's so excited. So was I. I reached into my purse and handed him a folder. What's this? He asked. Our final invoice, I said. My share of the costs. I've refunded mine. You'll need to cover the rest. He flipped through the pages. Contracts, receipts, cancellation notices. His face drained. You canceled the wedding? I met his eyes. You said, no her, no wedding. Silence. Then disbelief. You can't be serious? I'm done begging to be respected, I said. You wanted her involved. Now she can help you pay for it. He stood up, chest rising with fury. But there was nothing left to say. Every vendor, every guest, every plan, already undone. His reputation about to follow. A week later, I got a call from a mutual friend. Apparently, Leela had left him. Something about his financial instability and emotional manipulation. She'd been called into HR, questioned about unprofessional behavior. Her promotion? Gone. He tried calling me that night, 6 times. I didn't answer. Instead, I opened a bottle of champagne I'd bought months ago, back when I still believed in us. I poured a glass, stood by the window, and toasted to the city lights. Not to revenge, not to victory, to freedom.